Delight to say that Scott joins on the line now. Good morning, Scott.
Morning, Scott.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
Very good indeed. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. And I'm sure you've got a number of opponents lined up or in your mind of people you want to see. But one of them who might be hoving into view very soon is Carl Frampton. Were you impressed with him?
Yeah, I was impressed with his performance on Saturday night. He boxed a very good, calculated, calm fight. And I was a bit disappointed with Chris Avalos. I thought he was going to be a bit more cuter, but at this level you can't come out like he did, and he come out very reckless, and Frampton just made him pay for that and boxed a very clever and successful fight. I
must say, a smile came to my face when I knew I was going to be talking to you, Scott, because I consider Barry McGuigan a very good judge of boxing flesh. And after the match, he said that he thinks Frampton is, quote, the best super bantamweight in the world, Scott.
Well, listen, Barry, he was a great fighter in his time, and I have a lot of respect for Barry. But sometimes he gets a bit carried away.
Yeah.
Listen, on Saturday night, people in that arena who were watching on telly, when he was doing the ring announcers, they might have thought Barry were fighting the way he was going on, shadow boxing.
Hey, but you can say the same about Eddie Hearn, though, Scott, can't you?
Listen, that's what boxing does for you.
Of course it does.
Great sport. It gets your adrenaline going, and listen, that's why a fight between me and him is so big.
And is it one that you want, Scott?
Oh, without a doubt. I want to prove to people I'm the best. It's the fight the fans want. It's the fight apparently they want. And it's a fight that needs to happen now. I think it's perfect timing.
So you'd be happy to say, Frampton's won that fight. There's no more need for you or he to fight anyone else. You'd be happy to take him on in the next few months if that was made possible.
Yeah, without a doubt. 100%. And that's the fight. That's the fight I want.
And you'll beat him?
Yeah, 100 million%. I'm confident I will beat him.
Why are you so confident, Scott?
Because I know what I've done since I was a kid. I know how hard I train. I know how good I am, and people haven't seen the best of me yet. And I rate him highly as a fighter. I'd be daft not to, but I 100% know that I've got the tools to beat him.
Scott, do you watch it? When you watch his fights, do you look at the way you fight and how you will overcome probably his strengths and find his weaknesses? Do you look at this?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I went over Saturday night to Belfast. You see a different fight when you're in the flesh, and you go over and you spot different things, and you obviously analyse the performance, and you pick up what you can exploit, what he's good at, what you need to be careful of, and that's all part of getting that ready, what you need to do for going into a training camp to make sure you're the best prepared you can be.
Okay, well, the way you're talking, it sounds like you want the fight, which would be great. If I might move the sporting focus slightly, you've got a beautiful northwestern accent there, Scott, and I know you're a big fan of Bury Football Club.
One of my old clubs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And another one of your old clubs, I think, Neil, you've got Plymouth. Yeah. Bury beat them 2-0 at down there in Devon on the weekend, and they're right in the hunt for promotion, Scott.
They went through a bit of a lull patch. They started off at the beginning, then they went through a bit of a lull patch, and now they've seemed to, they're kicking on again, and that was great news. Them getting.
What about the Carrington?
Yeah, that's.
I don't know whether Danny knows. They've got Manchester City's training ground, Danny, which is unbelievable. They've got 5 pitches, 4G pitches. They've got everything. I saw
the Bury manager, is it Gary Flitcroft, was talking about it. And you could see his eyes were alight with joy for a club like Bury, with all due respect to them, to find themselves on the training ground that Manchester City had until very recently. Neil, you can tell, Scott, how important is that for the Bury players?
You don't normally get chairmen that surprise the manager by giving him things. It's the other way around normally, and I think Stuart Day deserves a massive plus. I mean, we used to get there half an hour before we started training to clear all the dog muck off the pitch when I was at Bury, and if it rained, we used to train alongside the Canadian geese. So they've come a long way, and I think it can only help the club and the academy.
Yeah, definitely. I think it gives them a boost. And listen, they've been given this privilege now, and they've got to show that, give it back in the performance, and show it's only going to help.